Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Words of Deliverance with your host, Brother Joseph Skinner. Visit us on the web at www.wordsofdeliverance.org. And now, your host, Brother Joseph Skinner. Good morning, everyone. I have a short segment for you here, a short episode. Breaking news. Now, to some, this may not be breaking news. But to those that understand what's going on, this is very serious business. You can find this information. I posted it on our website at wordsofdeliverance.org. I'm going to read some quotes to you. This took place on the 25th, it was yesterday. The Iranian president, this is a quote from the Iranian president. He says, "A new world order needs to emerge away from years of what he called American bullying and domination. A new world order needs to emerge." Now, what you may not understand is that back in 1992, George Bush Sr. said these words, "Out of these troublous times, a new world order can emerge." Are you listening? Is it not interesting, and I believe it's of no coincidence, that the connections that George Bush Sr. has with the Middle East concerning the oil. Now, this is the first time that I've ever heard the Iranian president, Ahmadinejad, or whatever his name is, mentioning with such enthusiasm a new world order needs to emerge. Now, what you may not understand also is that all the world leaders are calling for this new world order. Are you listening? The world leaders, Europe, all around the world are calling for a new world order. George Bush Jr. called it the order of the ages, a new world order. Now, listen to what the president of Iran said yesterday concerning this new world order. Listen. "God willing, a new order will come together and will do away with everything that distances us." Are you listening? Let me read that again. "God willing, a new order will come together and will do away with everything that distances us." This is another thing he said. "I do believe the system of empires has reached the end of the road. The world can no longer see an emperor commanding it. A new world order needs to emerge. It's the peoples that are led by these leaders that are the ones that are the victims. These leaders know what they're doing. Listen to what Jesus said concerning world peace. Matthew chapter 15, verse 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Jesus says, leave them alone. Let the blind leaders lead the blind. They'll both fall in the ditch. Matthew 10, verse 34. Think not that I'm come to send peace on earth. I am not come to send peace on earth, but a sword. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. What is this new world order? What is this order of the ages? What is this that the world leaders are talking about? World peace? Jesus said, think not that I have come to send peace on earth. Are you listening? Think not that I've come to send peace on the earth. Now, doesn't it sound like, in the eyes of, or the thinking of humanity, the way the human mind thinks, that Jesus would be the terrorist? That Jesus is the one that's the problem? Listen to what he's saying here. Listen. Let them alone. These are Jesus' own words. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I am not come to send peace, but a sword. Doesn't Jesus sound like a terrorist? Hello? Doesn't Jesus sound like a person of war? Listen. The Bible says God is a terror. The terror of the Lord. He is a terrorist to those that do evil. Jesus didn't say he came to bring peace on earth. Just the opposite. Contrary to that. Now, Jesus did say, in this world you shall have trouble, speaking to his disciples. He said, but in me you shall have peace. What's he talking about? One place he says, I didn't come to bring peace on earth or send peace on earth. And another place he says, I came to give you peace. Friend, there is a vast difference between peace in a heart, in your heart, and peace on the earth. You see, the peace on the earth has to do with everybody compromising with everybody for peace. Are you listening? That is, everybody is to tolerate. This is the new age of tolerance. We all tolerate one another. We don't have to agree. We just have to tolerate. Now listen. What's wrong with the world? What's wrong with this? The whole world getting along. Everybody loving each other, so to speak. And world peace. No more fighting, no more war. What's wrong with that? Do you see anything wrong with that? Because that's what they're calling for. That's what they want to do. It's bring in a world peace. Get rid of all the troublemakers that say that they're not willing to go along with their plan. What's wrong with this picture? This one missing thing. Something's missing in this whole picture. Are you listening? What is it that's missing in their plan of world peace? What is missing in this new world order? How about God? How about God the Creator? They are not including God. They don't include God in their plan. They include their self-made gods, but not the God of all gods. Not their own Creator. They want to live on God's creation in this earth and enjoy His creation and leave the Creator out. Now you tell me, just being an owner of a company, being the boss of a company, how far would your company go if your employees had that mentality? Now you think about that. How successful would your company be if your employees were doing their own thing and wanted to leave the owner of the company, the boss, out of the picture? That's essentially what they want to do. So the next time you think about world peace being a good thing, you need to think again. As I said, this was going to be a short segment today, and I just really felt that we need to understand what's going on. I do believe that this is breaking news. As I said, recapping, as I said, there are those that have already been mentioning the New World Order, but I had yet to hear the Iranian president say the very same words. Actually goes a little further than George Bush Sr. and says we need a New World Order to emerge.